All right, welcome to Business Express for a Monday morning, the 25th of July, 2022. My name is Pepple and we have Rotus, the man of the moment. Good morning, Rotus.
Hey, good morning, Victor. It's good to be with you. Good to be all our listeners, viewers as well.
Welcome for another edition. Well, today on the show, lots of stories to look at. Where do we begin? Just to give you stories that we'll be touching on ahead on the show. Naira falls to 660 Naira on the parallel market. Oh my goodness. Anyways, we recall that the bread makers, they have an association. They were going to embark on a 4-day warning strike. However, those in Abuja, the Abuja branch said there's a reason why they shelved the strike action, and Rotus will be sharing all of that with us. Kenyan Airways also in the news today. We'll talk about all of that. Now, you can be part of the show, sending messages to us on WhatsApp, 0809 444 0981. On Twitter, we're at Smooth981FM. We're streaming live on YouTube, Smooth981FM Lagos. Rotus, where do we begin?
All right, I hope you can hear me clearly.
Very well. Loud and clear.
Okay, great. Just want to make sure. The Naira, look, it's ridiculous. It was a week ago, I think it was 623 or 615, and now it's fallen to 660. And there's a number of reasons for this. One is, of course, the fact that the US dollar continues to appreciate. I just sent you, I think, an image of the US dollar index, which is an index that tracks the dollar against a basket of currencies. And you can see the chart at the bottom. Year to date, it has continued to rise from, I think, about 95 to it's over 106 now. So it checks the strength of the dollar against the pound, the yen, the euro, and a number of currencies. So the dollar continues to appreciate. Why? Because the Federal Reserve has been increasing interest rates, which is making the US securities more attractive. And so funds are going back into the United States to snap up US securities, as in bonds, stocks, and so on. And when you do that, to ask for a dollar to be able to invest in their securities. So that's making it a lot stronger. And they are just exporting their inflation to emerging markets like Nigeria that are very import dependent. So when you put those together with the fact that we're import dependent, the dollar getting stronger, scarcity of dollars in Nigeria, you're now seeing a situation where, on almost every other day, the parallel market is reflecting a new high. The official markets, I think, is about 427, 428 right now. It's about 415, I think, or was it 421 at the beginning of the year? So it's been more stable, but the issue is that not that many people have access to the official rates. And banks are making decisions now on Naira debit cards that have access to international markets to make purchases. I think Standard Chartered said there was use of their Naira debit card for overseas purchases as of August the 1st. They didn't give a reason why. Their credit card, though, that one still has a limit of $1,000 and people can make purchases there. But you've seen very low limits for debit cards for banks in Nigeria. And it's a tough situation because, at the rates we're going, you're going to be seeing 700 Naira,
But what is the CBN doing about this?
Well, the CBN they've been selling FX into the markets to try to protect the currency, but they don't seem to have that much firepower. As a result of, we're not able to sell as much oil as we can. The central bank cannot manufacture dollars. Central bank can only use what it has, which will come from oil proceeds. Majority of our FX proceeds come from oil sales, but we have a situation where oil theft is just out of control. Nigeria, I think oil has fallen to about $94, $95 a barrel, but it's fallen below 100. But still, we are not able to take advantage of these high oil prices because our infrastructure is aging. Oil theft is really bad. So, central bank can create dollars and it's just trying to manage. But people are saying that, look, there's an arbitrage. There is a big difference between the official rates and the parallel market rates. In fact, Muda Yusuf, who is the founder and CEO of the Center for Private, I think it's CPPE, the Center for the Promotion of Private Enterprise, put out a half-year economic review just yesterday. And he was saying that, look, majority of the trade that goes on in Nigeria is driven by the parallel market rates. That's what most people use. It's not the official rate. So if majority of the country is using the parallel market rates, you are constraining the ability for trade to move smoothly because there is no access to the official rate. In fact, we've come up on 1 year that the CBN stopped selling dollars to BDCs and said everybody should go to their banks. If the exchange rate on the parallel market has worsened since that time. So it's a big struggle. It's a real big struggle right now.
Let's take in a message from Chidi, who says, I still don't agree that the free fall of the Naira is as a result of the strengthening of the dollars. The dollar index on tracks USD against a basket of major currencies and not responsible for what we see. The current fall of the Naira is because speculators are acting based on the comments on buying dollars made by the CBN. Why can't the CBN just float the dollars and end all this nonsense once and for all? More messages. Dami says, now, wow, at this rate, our DOM account balances are at risk. That 700 or even 800 level is sure by the end of August. Chai, the Nigerian Zimbabwean story. Dami O. And Ogene Chuku, the only way we can get out of this mess is developing our human capital development, our universities, which is an important institute that aid human capital. Human capital is underfunded. Yinka Bolu is in. He says, how do we explain 233 Naira to a dollar? The difference, it's not adding up for me. Rotus?
Yeah, so real quick, our DOM account balances are not at risk. The central bank has said in the past they will not raid DOM account balances. So your DOM account balances are safe. Floating the Naira. If you float the Naira, you are not going to, things won't change because you are still not exporting enough items to be able to bring in the dollar. Nothing will change. I mean, what will happen is that speculators, what is the central bank's argument is that speculations will continue. If they take off the handbrake, you see what happened in Egypt. When Egypt floated the Egyptian pound, I think the inflation spiked to like 30% or so. It's come down since then. But Egypt has exports. They've got a variety of items that they export. We only have oil. So you can see a situation where if the central bank does not intervene in the market, you could see a spike to 1,000 or more. So that's the issue. Nigeria has to be able to export finished goods to be able to bring in dollars into the country. And that's not something the central bank can do. That's up to the fiscal side.
Okay, let's talk a bit about the bread sellers and the bread makers who have gone on strike and called off the strike. What is going on really?
There's a divergence between Lagos and Abuja bread sellers. The Premium Bread Makers Association here in Lagos said they were going to go on a 4-day warning strike because sugar is going up, wheat is going up, all these prices, and so it's impacting them. So, but I don't understand. If you go on a warning strike, who are you hurting? Are you not hurting yourself? I mean, I don't know. They said they want government to intervene and do what? Maybe it's in the matter of import duties or maybe reduce. I don't know. I don't know what they want the government to do. But the Abuja side, the bread makers in Abuja, they called off their strike, saying that they just want government to intervene. So I don't know. A lot of people eat bread, though. A lot of people eat bread, but bread prices have been going up. It's like the aviation situation. If your cost of raw materials, which they import, where dollars are involved, so you can see how the pass-through effect of the dollar shortage is affecting manufacturers here who are import dependent. Imports are going up. You have to increase prices. I can't remember if it was you or who I shared a video with. I went to buy bread. This was last few months ago, and they put up a notice saying, dear customers, due to the increase in raw materials, we're increasing the price of bread. So, I don't know what this, our government doesn't have money, so I don't know what
It also looks like the government waits until people react. One way that associations in Nigeria react and send a strong message to government is by going on strike. Tomorrow, I need to even throw this in. Tomorrow, NLC have threatened they're going to go on strike. Electricity workers will join in. Aviation workers will join in. IPMAN, petroleum marketers will join in. And this is going to be for 2 days. Tuesday and Wednesday, if the government doesn't do anything before the end of today. What is going on in this country, Rotus?
Yeah, I think that NLC thing, the electricity matter, is over ASU. I think they've asked them to join hands to force the government's hand.
Solidarity strike.
Yeah, so that I think that's a noble cause, because students have been out of school for so long. So they're trying to force the government's hand to make an agreement to sort out this ASU issue, which is over, a number of, payment process, payment platforms, IPPI, or something else that's being put. So that's an issue that it still makes issues tough for the rest of us. So, it's an interesting week. It's going to be a very interesting week.
Okay, Rotus, quickly, let's talk about the airlines in Kenya, Kenyan Airways, before we wrap things up here.
Yeah, cargo workers, or basically cargo airlines, are charging an extra fuel surcharge because of the increase in jet fuel to move goods around Kenya. So if you're paying for if you're a business that is paying for cargo, if you're an exporter, for example, to carry your goods up and down, you're going to pay more money because jet fuel has been rising. And so that's in Kenya. Airlines here in Nigeria, I saw a notice that Air Peace was increasing its fare, but I haven't seen it on their Twitter page. It was on you have to be careful with WhatsApp in this country. So it shared a WhatsApp notice that Air Peace list of increase in prices because of jet fuel. But I went to their Twitter. I haven't verified that yet. But that's where airlines need to go in Nigeria. They have to increase prices.
I heard that Dana, the passengers who had bought tickets, were protesting at the airport.
Yeah, because Dana has been suspended. Their air licenses have been taken away from them by the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority, or was it FAN? No, it's NCAA. So if you bought a ticket right before that ban or the license withdrawal went into effect, I think last Wednesday or Thursday. So if you bought a ticket, Thursday, what do you do? Asking for their money back. So
and quickly, Cali Air, which was floated by the Cross River State government as their premium air service, was managed by Aero contractors. Aero also have suspended operations. What becomes of the Cross River State airline?
That's a very good question. I don't know if they're still going to be operational or they'll be impacted. I don't think they'll be impacted because it's a separate airline, but because of the fact that Aero is involved in the management,
the partnership, yes.
There might be an issue there. So we'll have to see. They need to put out an announcement and clear up what's going to happen there. It's all happening, man. It's all happening.
Now let's run through with some of our last messages before we go. Joey saying, on a lighter mode, The Gray Man is a good movie. Rotus, thank you for the referral.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Rotus, government can subsidize importation or import in bulk and sell at subsidized rate. Government could also release reserve if they have. Ogenelchiko is back again. We have to eat what we grow. What about cassava flour? I don't know where he's going with that. I heard
Ivory Coast did that. Ivory Coast farmers are doing that.
I thought I was the only one thinking like this on the bread issue. If bread will go at 1,000 Naira, please, by all means. Are they also asking for subsidy or what? A lot of these associations need proper education, not like they have a bread baking standards regulatory body and they're here shouting that the federal government should intervene. Please to do what exactly, I beg. That's about it for today.
Look.
Go ahead.
Thanks, man. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, Rotus, for being a part of the show. Let's do this again tomorrow at 6:30. And you can catch the replay live on YouTube. It's Smooth 981 FM Lagos. At 7:30, we bring you Freshly Pressed. My name is Pepple. Good morning.
Business Express, brought to you by N660 Transaction Solutions.